Are we ready?
Yep.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabi.
I'm Tim.
And today we're shooting the brand new 2024 Hyundai KONA. This one's the preferred with all-wheel drive. If you're new here, we do these videos every single weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they are live, meaning we have no screen prompts, no notes. No scripts, it's all real.
Yep.
So because these videos are live, we do a lot of jibber jabber in the beginning just while everyone joins in. If you are watching this in the future and you want to get into the actual walkthrough, please skip to around the 3 or 4 minute mark. That's when we'll actually start talking about the car. But in the meantime, Tim, why do we do these videos?
I really don't know.
That's great. So we do these videos every weekday at 2 p.m. for 3 reasons. Number 1, you may own a Kia or Hyundai vehicle, and we want to tell you everything there's to know about your car. That way you don't need to read the owner's manual unless you really have to.
Right.
Number 2, you may be considering a new vehicle. We definitely want you to add Hyundai or Kia, if you see our wall back there, to your selection list. These vehicles offer great value, great features, great price point, and great warranty. And we want to talk all about that.
Absolutely.
And show you everything there is to get in these vehicles. And then number 3, if you are in Ontario, which is in?
Ontario, Canada. Brantford, Ontario, Canada.
Well, even if you're not in Brantford.
Yeah, exactly, in Ontario. We have this store, which is Brantford Kia.
Yep.
Downtown Brantford, not really, but we have our Brantford Hyundai, which is about 10-15 minutes away.
Yep, and then Owen Sound Hyundai.
Owen Sound Hyundai, about 3 hours away.
Yes. So any
real
of these
dealership, real cars, real people fixing cars, right?
Real people is the big one. Yep.
Yes.
So me and Tim are real people here. If you come to our Kia store, chances are you'll bump into one of us. We're here to answer all your questions, whether it be online or in the store. Oh,
yeah.
All right, so before I get into this vehicle, I'm gonna show you guys how to join a live video if you wanna catch one in the future. So yeah, Tim will take the camera.
Let's flip it.
If you can't hear Tim that well, that's no problem. Oh.
Are we flipping?
There we go.
There we are.
If you can't hear Tim right now, I'm so sorry. Mike accidentally stole our other microphone, so no Tim for you guys today. All right. All you got to do is go to YouTube and find the Kia Hyundai channel. While you're here, please hit subscribe. We just hit 99,000 subscribers yesterday, so we're so close to 100. Please subscribe. From there, under the Home tab or the Live tab, you can see we have an upcoming video. Once 2 p.m. hits, if you click that video, it'll load you in just like a regular YouTube video would. The only difference is you'll see us mess up live, which is really fun. And you'll see the ads too.
Here's the ads. Skip the ads and we're good.
So if we skip the ads, you'll see doubles of me, or triples even. It's kind of creepy. But on the right side over here, that's where you guys can go to ask us questions. You can let us know what you want to see in the vehicle and what you want to see in the future. And as long as we can get that vehicle in stock or in inventory, we'll film it. But I think you guys want to get into the KONA. Me too. Let's go. So like I mentioned, this is the preferred all-wheel drive. So it is one up from the base model, which is priced at $28,499 for the preferred right over here. If you do want to get the all-wheel drive, it's an additional $2,000. And on top of that, if you want to go to the Trend preferred trim, which gives you things like leatherette seats and a sunroof, that is another $2,000. So I would say this vehicle is very fair priced. It's a great value, and you'd be impressed with the amazing features that are added in for the new redesign. Under the hood, things have been unchanged, although there have been some tweaks to the engine and the transmission. It's still a 2-liter 4-cylinder new Atkinson style GDI engine, or MPI engine, sorry, with 147 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. For our transmission, it's an IVT transmission, which stands for Intelligent Variable. This vehicle has super smooth shifts, and I drove it here from our Hyundai store. It is absolutely a pleasant drive. It's so smooth, it feels like silk. Seriously, if you haven't driven one yet, which chances are you may have not because it just got in Canada, drive one. I absolutely love it. Looking at the front, completely redesigned. So we have this beautiful, seamless, full daytime running light that extends all the way across the front of the vehicle, as well as a full LED headlight system, which is located right over here. This modern and futuristic, stunning design adds a nice quirk to the vehicle, but it's, again, super bright, very functional. You'll love these headlights. You also have the great feature called high beam assist. So essentially, when I put my high beams on driving in the country road and another vehicle comes on the opposing lane, it's going to pick up that car and turn off your high beams until it's safe to turn them back on again. Very intuitive, great feature to have. Also located in the front in our grille area, we have this radar plate. So this plate is going to be used for your smart cruise control, which you get in this trim level already. You don't have to go all the way up to the top. That picks up the distance of the vehicle ahead of you, warns you if you're getting too close, and will keep you at a safe distance when you have your cruise control on. Alternatively, if you're not using your cruise control, that is going to warn you if there's a risk of a collision. So it's not just going to work for other vehicles, it'll work for two-wheel motorized vehicles, so motorcycles or electric scooters, as well as cyclists and even pedestrians. This is a great feature, especially if you're living in a very busy city, which we have a lot of those around here. Let me close this up. Tim will get a shot of the front. Look at that. I think it looks stunning. This exterior color is called Atlas White, and it is the complementary color here for Hyundai in Canada. Lots of unique characteristics included in the styling elements, and that carries on inside. And spoiler alert, there's a lot of changes to the interior of the vehicle I can't wait to talk about. All right, but let's move on to the wheels. These are 18-inch alloys. Again, brand new for the Hyundai KONA. You get this on the preferred all-wheel drive as well as the preferred with trend. So really like these wheels. You do not get them on the essential, which is something to note. Now around the wheels, or wheel wells, we have this armor style plastic cladding. Tim's like, why would you say armor? And well, that was what was said in the brochure for the vehicle. But truly in Canadian winters, this you don't have to worry about. If you get snow, ice, just stuff in there, you don't have to worry about scratching your beautiful paint. It's gonna offer protection for your vehicle, which is great. Now for the all-wheel drive system itself, it is going to change your suspension a little bit. You have the inclusion of a rear multi-link suspension, and of course the vehicle will alter itself to give you optimal driving in slippage conditions. I hate using that term. You also have a dedicated snow mode in this vehicle, so it's going to be catered towards providing you with traction in snowy conditions. All right, let's come to the back. I feel like I'm rambling a lot today. I'm just so excited. Now in the back, we have a lot of cargo space. So this vehicle has grown. It's actually added an additional 177 millimeters from the previous body style, oh my gosh, Hyundai KONA. So it's much, much larger, wider, and you have way more space in the rear for your rear passengers. Now, Tim, we'll get a closer look. You can see on the backs of the passenger seats, we do have car seat tethers. You also have hooks for cargo nets. So you can see that at the bottom and up here. And underneath our floorboard, we have our tire mobility kit. However, there is room for a spare tire if you choose to purchase one, just for peace of mind. Close this up. So in conclusion, lots of space back here. Oh, there goes our gimbal. Now this cargo cover is removable. It just unclips from these hooks there. Best part is you can fit it underneath this floorboard if you don't want to put it in your garage. Close this up. If you're curious about the option for a power liftgate, it totally is available. You will have to move to a higher level to get that. Now talking about some of the higher level KONAs, we now have the addition of a blind view monitor and a full 360 camera, which was never included before in the Hyundai KONA. We're really excited to get our hands on one of those. All right, we'll do a nice pan around the vehicle here. Let me know what you think about the exterior styling. I think it looks phenomenal, very modern, however, very rugged and different, very different. Tim, what are your thoughts?
I like it.
You like it? And
Obviously a little bit wider, higher.
Yes.
You can see the wheel wells. It looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
We'll make our way inside now, and here's where a lot of changes occur. So the connected car navigation cockpit is one thing. I know I just said a bunch of words that you guys are probably like, what does that even mean? I'll tell you. So
That'll work.
our screens, even in our entry-level models, now have a full 12.3-inch display in the very center. Now, in the past models, this always meant it was included with, here's Connor, that was included with navigation. Now, we don't have nav built in, but we do have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So right now, Tim's phone is connected. If I press my map button, which would usually take me to my Hyundai dedicated map, we have our Apple CarPlay system, which is phenomenal. It's really nice how they integrated Apple CarPlay or Android Auto features with the vehicle's system buttons, which is very, very nice. Back to our home tab, this is something never seen before. This screen. So this is our updated software system. I was supposed to say user software. The Hyundai KONA is the first vehicle in Hyundai's lineup to integrate this beautiful, beautiful software. Again, we're still totally not used to this. We just got this car today, but look at this. So modern, so stunning, and very, very easy to use. We have our media right over here. So of course I had our CarPlay on, our phone, which is Tim's, our Apple CarPlay button, valet mode, vehicle diagnostics. Slide over here, we have access to our maintenance, notifications, an online manual, so if you forget your owners, that's okay. And then setup. Now here is where we used to play around with our vehicle features on our previous softwares. Under vehicle, we can go to driver assistance. Oh, Tim's getting messages. Uh-oh. Let's go back. And we can play around with the sensitivity. If there's any features we want on or off, it's all gonna be done here. So let's go to driving convenience. Play around with our smart cruise control. Oh my gosh, Tim's getting so many messages. There we go. We can play around with the sensitivity of it, how you want the distance to be set, how quickly you want your vehicle to accelerate, and even its reaction speed. Everything can be tailored to exactly how you like to drive. Now, it may not make sense to go into the screen if you are driving. The best part is on your steering wheel, you can play around with your following distance with this button right over here. So it's all at the hands of the driver. It is very driver focused. Now that we're here, let's talk about this because this is also new. So although this is technically only a 4.2-inch display that is digital, we have our speedometer and tachometer fully digitized. Sorry? Sure. There's Pat. Okay. So I guess Pat's filming with me now.
Sure am.
Pat, you don't have a mic, so just so you know. Okay. This is your first time seeing the 2024 Kona, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so feel free to let me know if anything catches your eye. Right over here, we have a couple buttons. So this is going to be your brightness adjustment, your traction control, and even your downhill braking assist. You also have the inclusion of your electronic parking brake located right over here. Now, love an electronic parking brake because it's automatically going to disengage itself, so you're never going to drive away with it on, which I've never done before in the past. Now for the steering wheel, this is different, this is new, this is exciting. We have the inclusion of our 4 dots, which, Morse code for, Pat, do you know? H, Hyundai. On the left side, like I mentioned earlier, we have some of our driver focus settings. So the button to turn on your cruise control, which is going to be a smart cruise control system, set your speed, and then set your following distance. To the right of that, we have our button that's going to allow us to cycle between our different menus on our gauge cluster. So this is going to allow me to see my current trip, what my distance to empty is, even my digital speedometer if I choose to see that. And just below that, we have our lane following assistance. So this button is going to turn on that system. And essentially, this vehicle has a camera right over here that monitors the lanes ahead of you. Now, if there's an upcoming curve of the road, my car is going to take it for me. So it won't make a full left or right turn, but it will gently guide my vehicle in the right path. This is fantastic when equipped with your smart cruise control because it's almost driving itself. But please pay attention. On the right side here is where we have some Bluetooth and voice commands. So we have our assistant right over there, our voice assistant, our volume controls, a button for our phone, and even a favorite button. So once you first get this vehicle, the favorite button isn't going to do anything. But as soon as you press it for the very first time, it'll take you to this menu on the main screen where you can choose what you want it to do. It could be a reject or end call, even take you home. It's totally up to you because it's your car. All right, I'll now have Pat join me on the passenger side, or maybe he switch it to Tim. There we go. You're back, Tim, yay. Are you okay?
Good.
Okay, great. All right, back to our home screen. So we mentioned everything that's on the steering wheel. Wipers, I think is pretty standard, but let me know if you guys want more detailed explanation of the wipers. Here's where things are very, very different. So I mentioned everything over here. I mentioned what you can do under vehicle in your setup, but here's something else that's different. Under cluster, you can play around with the cluster theme. You can turn on the welcome sound. So all these icons are very new and exciting. Even buttons, this is where you'll go to set what you want your favorite buttons to do. So I already pressed it and it took me here, but if I'm on the main screen here, I can choose my audio system button, my steering wheel button, and even what I want my mode buttons and our up and down buttons to do, which is quite interesting. Tim, on your vehicles, do you set your favorite buttons? Or
Absolutely.
Have you okay, perfect. I was gonna say, have you never touched them?
No, you set your favorites. A lot easier, right?
Let's go back to our Apple CarPlay screen. So again, I'm just going to press the map button to go there. Tim, I don't know what apps you have on your phone. I guess we're going to see now. So Google Maps is great if you're not a fan of the Apple Map system on your Apple phone. This again will show you real-time traffic data, let you know if there's any road closures. And honestly, if we're being completely honest, I think it's better than Hyundai's in-house nav because it's way quicker. But you didn't hear that from me. All right. Also, if you have Spotify, YouTube Music, even Zoom or WebEx Meet, you can answer your calls through your vehicle, which is phenomenal. Now, it's not actually going to have video recording. There's no camera in here watching you, but you can still participate in your meetings with your voice, which is phenomenal. Down here, we got some physical buttons. So I already showed you guys me pushing a couple of them, but we do have a tune knob and a volume knob as well. Quick button to go home, map, search, media, hazards, seek, track, favorite, and setup. Search. This is a huge thing because this vehicle is so intuitive and there's so much to find in your screen. The addition of a search function is absolutely beautiful. And one thing I will say, this allows you to search even while you may be driving. So if your vehicle's in drive, it understands that maybe a passenger could be typing. And before in the past, you'd have to be in park to search some things. So big changes there. Down here, we have our climate control. So of course, AC and heat, fan speeds, and even your fan directions. Now, I was playing around with the temperature climate control earlier, and this vehicle again has the automatic defogging system, but it'll also dry out your air vents once you turn the vehicle off. So it'll let not warm, let's go back to where it is. It's going to cycle air through your vehicle after you turn it off to prevent mold buildup if you had your AC unit on, which is something you never think about, but the car has you covered. Love that. Down here, this is new. Again, never seen before in any of our Hyundai or Kia vehicles. This is going to be your connectivity USB-C. That's right, USB-C, no more USBs. You can have it switch between data and charge or just charge by pressing that button there. Isn't that cool, Tim?
It's amazing.
And then to the right of that, we have another USB-C just for charging, so fast charging. Down here, this isn't a wireless phone charger, but it is a nice gripping surface. So if you do keep your phone here, you can expect it not to move around, which is quite nice. We have our gear shift area with a lot of driver and comfort features. So right here is our drive mode select. I can toggle it up or toggle it down, and you can see it cycles on our gauge cluster right over here between normal mode, sport mode, and even a snow mode. So again, snow mode is going to optimize its traction control and all-wheel drive system for snowy conditions. Just below that, we have our all-wheel drive locking differential, heated steering wheel, which for the very first time, we have 2 different levels of heat on. Isn't that cool?
Amazing.
Heated seats, so 3 different levels right over there. And on the right side, we have our auto hold, parking camera, and then a heated seat for the passenger. I'll quickly press our parking camera button just so you can see what we're looking at. And my, look at that camera quality. So of course this CPU and everything has completely been changed for this updated system. Everything's much quicker, and I will say the camera quality is much, much better. I'm so happy about that. Just below that, we have our cup holders, which again, very interesting shape. I like the inclusion of this kind of open area there. Perfect to put a phone again, or even an iPad, something smaller. Keep it nice and stable. And below that, we have additional storage space. So it actually goes very, very deep. Very deep. Isn't that weird? Because we have no actual center console. Isn't that weird? So no center console. But you do have a cargo tray. Tim's like, what?
Works.
How many years have you been in the car business, Tim?
40 years.
Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
It's a first for everything. All right, I'll have Tim open the glove box.
There's a nice tray.
Yep.
Tray along here. Glove box. Owner's manuals.
Yes. French and English?
Both.
Better believe it.
We're in Canada.
Yes. So everything's been redesigned. I like the materials. Like I mentioned, on my short drive here from our other dealership, so smooth, like silk driving this car. Cabin noise, I didn't have any radio on. I know, I'm crazy. But it was very, very quiet, smooth drive. I really loved it. I really, really liked it. Let's check out the back because we now have a larger back seat. A more spacious rear seat. All right, so back here, I don't know if you guys can tell just by comparing videos of this model year from the previous model year, there's a lot of space. So the floor definitely drops in between the center hump here by a lot, meaning I have a lot of legroom underneath the driver's seat. There's a ton of height for my feet. Legroom wise, there's an entire forearm's worth of space, and this is much further than how I would typically drive, which is quite impressive. The backs of the seats are a plastic material, meaning they're super easy to wipe down. And then take a look at the center. 2 USB-Cs, a little bit of space to drop a phone in if you are charging. Move over. In the very center, we have our cup holders and armrest that drops down. It is, again, the cloth material that the seats are made out of, so it is very, very comfortable. Perfect for an armrest if you are taking a snooze back here. And the seats themselves, although they are cloth, they do have a very nice premium feel to them, and they are very, very comfy. If I'm sitting in here, my body gets to sink in, and I get to enjoy my rear seat passenger experience. Tim, do you want to have a seat in here? I'll film. Nope. We got to see what an adult looks like back here. All right.
Got it?
Yes. What a full-size adult looks like. Midas Touch just asked no leather. So no leather in this specific trim level. However, there are definitely leatherette and leather options.
And this seat's back.
That seat's back all the way?
Pretty well. And
Okay.
I've still got room.
So you
My
still got
feet?
some leg room? Headroom?
Enormous.
Your hair is pretty tall though. So.
Yeah, that's spiked.
It's all spiked. All right. But yeah, check that out. It's beautiful. Now, I like to talk about the remote fob. So let's have a look. It's our updated Hyundai remote. We have our lock, unlock, hold, so to turn on your remote start, as well as our panic button. Very nice key fob. All right.
Good.
Beautiful. Okay. Let's flip this camera around and answer some questions. I failed to mention at the beginning of today's video that we do a Q&A at the end of our walkthrough, but we do a Q&A at the end of our walkthrough. There we go.
There it is.
All right, so let me guess, no sunglass holder. You guys are right, no sunglass holder. It's a thing now, I guess. Weight reduction, maybe? Not sure. So no sunglass holder and no center compartment. What will be removed next? The wheels.
No.
MSRP for this one's priced at $28,499 Canadian. That is for the all-wheel drive, or sorry, that was for the preferred front-wheel drive. If you want all-wheel drive, it's additional $2,000, so $30,499. I think I might scroll to the top. MG said, this is the longest 2 minutes of my life because I'm so excited for this car. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Mike took the mic. He did.
Yeah.
Is there still an N version of this car? So I haven't heard anything about a full N, so like 2-liter turbo style N. We still have the 1.6 liter N line though.
Yes.
And we have the inclusion of an N-Line Ultimate, which is essentially going to be your top trim level, offering all the bells and whistles, the premium sound system, the full 360 camera, everything. Just everything. Ventilated seats, you name it. We haven't gotten our hands on one of them yet, but as soon as we do, it will be filmed for this channel. Let's see. Loss of traction instead of slippage. Guys, you can tell me to say that as much as you want, but my mind will always resort to slippage. It minimizes slippage. Okay. Happy Canuck said, I love that there are hard buttons and separate climate controls. Kia, take note. So I will not lie, I think that's something they did very, very well. Mm-hmm. And I wish it was more common on some of our Kia vehicles. However, I can appreciate both. I think there's benefits for both.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see. The boss takes over. Oh, Pat was here for a little bit.
Yeah, we had to unlock the trailer for our Hyundai store, so.
Oh no.
We've got a covered trailer. Well, we have 2 trailers. We talk about it all the time, delivering cars in Ontario. So we have a covered trailer and a flatbed trailer. Of course, we keep them locked up. So I had the keys. Mm-hmm. That's why Pat came running in.
Ronak said, camera is still in Thanksgiving mode, unable to focus, lol. Aren't we all? Let's see. Whose bike? So I'm guessing you guys meant the motorcycle in the back.
That's Garth.
Garth. Garth has never been on this channel, I don't
Garth's
think.
our used car manager and kind of our assistant, but he rides a Harley, so I think it was too cold for him this weekend.
Let's see. Are there any functions to the gray panel to the left of the tachometer? I don't exactly know what you're talking about, so let's go take a look. Actually, I think I might move the steering wheel a bit just so I can show you guys more of that instrument cluster. All right. Do a little readjustment. Get the car on.
That work?
Should work. There we go. So to the right of the tachometer. Did you mean this? That's just going to show that our doors are open. Let's close the doors and see if anything else pops up. I don't see anything. I mean, we have our fuel meter here. RPM and decibels is just, yes, oh boy. Left of the wheel. Oh, this area here? Or here? Well, that looks like a speaker. That's our speaker. But yeah, I think that's what you mean, right? If not, if you're talking about this, these are buttons. So that is our brightness adjustment, our traction control, and our downhill braking assist. Stefan Winter said the check engine light is on. It's not actually on. The vehicle's engine is not running right now. We don't have it on fully. Whenever your vehicle is on the electrical system, it's going to show your oil light, your battery light, and your check engine light.
Start the car.
So let's start the car and show you that once it's actually on, everything goes away. Let's shut that off again. There we go. All right, speaker, that's no speaker. Let's see, full panel. Yeah. Guys, I'm pretty sure, okay, maybe it's not a speaker, but I'm not sure what they are. There is no function to it though, I guess. It looks like a speaker to me, but does it come with the gear shifter on the steering? It does not. So the gear shifter is located right in the center, like that. And on our Hyundai EV, so the KONA EV, it'll have a column shifter right over here. Ian reads it, it's just a panel. Yeah, guys, it's just a panel. It's not magnetic or anything. It feels like a speaker material, but that's about it. All right. Do another panel. Oh, Tim's music is playing. All right.
Wow, that's an old one.
Body panels. I think the taillights look fantastic. So the KONA badging, H-track badging, which is of course the all-wheel drive system. All right. We'll turn this off. Oh, one more time. That pad to the left is for notes. Don't know if it's a notepad.
Release.
Let's see.
Gabi in the trunk. It's been ages.
If you guys want to see Gabi in the trunk, maybe we'll do that on our second KONA video because this one is already close to 30 minutes. Oh, that was a weird question. I'm gonna delete that, I think.
Yep.
Oh, they want to see the turn signals. Tim, will you hold the camera if I get things on? Ah. All right.
This one weird here. Hang on a second.
So let's do brake lights. We'll quickly shut the engine on, turn it on. Hazard lights.
Hazards.
Turn signal. Yeah. How's that?
Good.
Oh, why is it vertical?
It jumped again.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
There we go.
All right. He said, very good, uncle. Excellent camera position. Tim's new here.
Yeah, I just got in.
All right. Okay.
Other questions here.
I feel like this live has been a little bit chaotic. see.
Tim should hit the brakes. Yeah.
Vibov, I hope I'm saying your name correct, said, do you think the new entertainment UI will be available on other vehicles by an update? So in the past, it has been.
Yeah.
Nothing confirmed, but I hope. I definitely hope. It's much, much quicker. I love the look of it. Very easy to understand, and I love how big the icons are. So if you do have to make a change as you're driving or as a passenger, it's easy to see what's going on, which is very, very nice. Happy Canuck said, it was entertaining and informative. Thank you. And then Andrew said, you'll get it soon, Uncle Tim. Nothing to worry about, LOL.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
One day.
One day.
Let's see. Put some Velcro on it and you can put your sunglasses there. That is smart.
Yeah.
That is very smart. So, of course, there is the removal of sunglass holders in all of our vehicle.
Yeah.
We need somewhere to put our glasses, that's for sure. Ryan DuPont said, we need likes. Listen to Ryan. He's a very smart guy.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan. But yes, if you guys did watch today's live video, whether it was live with us or sometime in the future, please consider leaving a like, maybe a comment, and hopefully a subscribe. We're, again, so close. Less than 1,000 away from 100,000 subscribers. I can't believe it.
I know, it's gone fast.
I don't know how you guys
really fast.
deal with us at all. But we are so grateful. And again, if you weren't able to join us live and you couldn't get your questions answered here, please leave us a regular comment. We'd be happy to take a look at it once this video is posted.
Absolutely.
Tim, anything you want to say?
No, it's great. Happy Thanksgiving, or once we've finished it all, and happy coming back to work. So it's good.
All right. Well, if that's all,
Yeah,
we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
See ya.